Hey y'all, welcome back. Let's go see what this park has to offer, starting in this first parking lot that has the entrance to Dogwood Canyon primitive sites with 19 sites to choose from, and the entrance to the DORBA trail that is unpaved and challenging, and the entrance to the paved trail. We will be back to ride a bit of both at the end, so stick around. On our second stop, we'll start with Big Blue Recycling Trash Containers, since here in Texas we pride ourselves in keeping our parks clean. Then we have waste disposals for RVs and end with firewood self-serve stations, which are normal in most state parks. Usually they're about $12 to buy a bundle. But as we make our way to the next stop, I just want to suggest to check the Texas State Park website when y'all are thinking of reserving for any fire ban in effect. Because if you only have a fire grill or are planning on making s'mores in a bonfire with your friends, that might ruin your plans. We arrive at the first water and electric campground, which is where I'm staying, Juniper Cove. The campground has 39 sites, including site number 1, which is a handicap site. In this park, in my opinion, there is very limited shade and quite a few rocks on the campsites and on the road. So instead of going individually like the other videos, we'll do a quick drive around, and for the most part, they all look the same. Really, there are only some good ones to my standards, and those are the ones right by the water, because they're literally right by the water, which is the reason I chose campsite number 11. But really, 11 through 16 would be good. We are at the second water electrical campground, Walnut, and this one has 64 sites. This will be an even faster drive around since it's the same thing as Juniper Cove, just more campsites. From here, we will head towards the second parking lot, which will include the nature center, picnic area, swimming area, and sand volleyball courts. So I'll see y'all there.
Hey y'all, so we are at the nature center. I'm not exactly sure what it is they do here, and I'm gonna say that it's closed because look, there's nobody in the parking lot. Earlier there were some people and there was a state ranger park right here, but they're gone now. So but then again, it's Thursday. The park there's barely any people here. Here, let me turn you around so you can see what I'm seeing. Yeah, see, it closed. Sorry we missed you. Come again. So, right now what we're going to do is just check out this area right here. Then right over there, you see that parking lot right over there? We have the boating and swimming area right around there, volleyball court, and a bunch of picnic tables. So from what I've seen, yes, obviously they have electrical campsites. That's where I'm staying at. For the most part though, it's primitive campsites. Look at this grill. I've never seen a grill this big on a state park. That's really cool. If I had any friends, then I would probably be able to use that, but that's really, really cool. And it looks like you can flip this over, put everything in there, except it's kind of hot today, so we're not gonna touch that. And obviously you have your table and things right here. Now, obviously, as anything outside at State Park, there will be some spider webs, but what I do see from right here is I haven't hit one yet. Remember, I usually put you guys in front with my selfie stick so you can get the spider webs. Well, so far, well, yeah, you are still in front of me, but so far I haven't been hit with any spider webs. Now, we are at the swimming area. We reached the swimming area, and as you can see, it's sand. Unlike the last state park that we went to, that it was grass for the most part, and rarely any sand. Now, let me point out from the sand here. Let me put you down. I'm pointing you down towards the sand. It's not. Ooh, that's hot. Yeah, it's a little hot today, a little toasty. As you can see, it's not nice and soft sand. It's shredded rocks or gravel or whatever the case may be, but it's not, I guess, pure sand. It does have rocks. Let's go back up. But it is sand. I'm not gonna take off my shoes and touch it like that because it's hot. And I just don't want to. But oh, cool. You don't. So yes, for the most part, you will see a water faucet somewhere in state parks. That's been my what I've seen. But what I haven't seen is raised up off the ground like that, and I much rather prefer it this way than this way, because this way pretty much you can only clean your feet, right? Or you gotta, I don't know, bend down, whatever, right? But with this one higher up, you can open it and clean yourself a little bit better. And I'm sure, and for kids, that's gonna be much better. So if you have kids, I'm sure you appreciate the water faucet a little bit higher up. As always, we have trash cans everywhere, so there is no reason why you shouldn't put your trash in the trash cans. This sand is pretty much everywhere. Probably just, you know, be careful, no lifeguard on duty. You're responsible for your own things, right? So I'm gonna stop talking. We'll put you on a time lapse. I'll put you up top, and let's make it across that way. But yeah, it's just nothing but picnic tables, and that's the bathroom. I realize I don't really show you the bathroom in my videos, but it's come to my attention that some of y'all do want to see what the bathroom looks like, if it's there's enough room, if it's clean, if it's dirty, if there's showers, things like that. So I will be showing you as many bathrooms as I see today, for the most part. And I've said this I think in pretty much every video, I haven't been to a state park that's been dirty. They do a really good job. Did we see this sign? Let's go look at this sign, because I think this is the one. Yeah, swim at your own risk, no lifeguard on duty. So we go to this volleyball court. If y'all remember the last video I did, the last state park we went to, the sand on that volleyball court was way nicer in my opinion. This looks more, yes, sand, but to me personally looks more like mud sand. It's definitely more. Here, let's put you down. See, look at, you see those rocks? That's definitely not true sand, and you can tell right away. But this is what it is. All right. Okay, so we're almost at the bathroom. All right, so I checked, there's nobody in there. So this is the bathroom. So talking about the sand and things like that being a little bit less aesthetically pleasing here, we get to the bathroom, and this is the best bathroom I've seen in a state park, honestly. Like the tile, the wood, the paint, like this is by far one of the best bathrooms that I've been to. You have your to dry your hands with air, soap, water. Now I have been noticing in since the recent state parks that I've been to, it seems like they have been changing their water faucets and things like that. To me, perfect, because they definitely look newer. And then you have 2 toilet spots and trash can right there. Now, most state parks do not have, let's say, like a ventilation system, AC, things like that, just high ceilings and things like that. And that's the case with this, as you can see. All right, so, and yes, it is a bit toasty in there. All right, so that is the bathroom. I cannot show you the women's bathrooms, but there's the women's bathrooms right there. What I can show you though is right here on the map where we're at. That way you can kind of have an idea. All right, so we're literally right there. All right, so that's park entrance. Boom, boom, boom. So that's the park entrance, and then you go here. Right here, you have trails and primitive campsites. All right, and then you come out. That's where you do the RV dump stations, and they sell firewood. And then this is actually the campsite that we're at, which is electric, water and electric. And then this one right here is also water and electric. But along the way, you'll have primitive campsites as well. So they have a whole bunch of primitive campsites here, which I will point something out. I know I said I wouldn't, but I would in one specific case. So in this campsites, I believe they're literally right by the water, like literally, like here's the water, here's some grass, and you can literally camp right here in front of the water. So here, let me turn you around as we're gonna make our way just this way, and then the next thing we have is oh, actually, yeah, we have the kayak rentals right there, and I'm missing the boat launch, boat ramp. I think the boat ramp is over there somewhere, but we'll see. All right, this time, yes, let me put you up and put you on the time lapse as we make our way that way. All right, we made it over here. I also do gotta say, this is one of the nicest setup of the kayak rentals that I've seen in state parks. So yes, we started off a little bit rough with the sand and then the campsites, which we'll go over that in a little bit, but we're making it up with the bathroom and this kayak rental setup. And this is the same thing as any place. You just go right here to paddleez.com, make your reservation. They give you a code, all of that kind of stuff. You come put it in the keypad, it unlocks it, and then life jackets, paddles, things like that also go right here. And conveniently, this is actually one of the closest, if not the closest, I think this is the closest of any state park I've been to where the kayak rental thing is literally this close. Now to be fair, the other state camps are probably like, let's say where that table is, right? So it is a little bit farther, but not that much farther is my point of that, right? So you just literally come right here and you're ready to rock and roll, and whenever you're done, you literally just come back, slide it in there, and that's it. That's all you have to do. I highly suggest you try it, and if you like it, me personally, I highly suggest you get yourself a paddle board. That's what we're gonna be doing later, so I'll give you a little preview of what that would look like if you happen to have a paddle board. All right, and the campsite we chose here, let me turn you around. And the campsite we chose was specifically because we were gonna do paddleboard, is pretty much the same distance. Like my campsite is literally right there. Oh, and before we move on, this is what I was talking about. All right, so here, let me turn you back around again. So here's the water, sand right here, and primitive. There's certain primitive campsites that you can literally camp right here, right there. And in that aspect, here, let me turn you around. In that aspect, me personally, I'm all up for that. That is cool. So actually, we might end up trying that, but not till probably, what month are we? September, October, probably till November. We might swing by over here again in November, and try it that way and see what that's about. Okay. I think for me, I gotta head back to the car, and then I'll show you the boat launch over there. There's also bathrooms over there, which I'll show you. All right, so we'll see you in a little bit. Actually, before we make our way over to the boat ramps, I just wanted to show you two more things I forgot to show you before I make it to my car. We do have another volleyball court, but look at it. Look at it now. One thing I did kind of understood from YouTube is this park is not that popular. There's two Ray Robert, here, let me turn you around. Ray Robert Lake State Parks. There's Isle du Bois, which we already went to. If you haven't seen it, go check out that video. And then this one, Isle du Bois, they told me that it was the most popular state park in Texas. The internet said that it was number 3 top 10 top Texas state park in popularity. This one, Johnson Branch, was definitely not mentioned at all in the popularity talk. And honestly, I guess I can see why. Once we start talking about the campsites, you'll see this is really more old school camping. This is real camping, I guess, for those of y'all that are about that, or just like, oh, real camping with no AC and sleeping on dirt and things like that. This is, I believe that this state park is that, because the campsites that they have close to the water, that's amazing. That's amazing. And as I was doing my rants, they do have water faucets as well that you can use. They have a bathroom literally right there, trash cans. I mean, they have the whole setup for you ready to go. I didn't see that. I was having you in the sun, sorry. So I do believe this camp, so far from what I've seen, is more primitive than anything, right? More old school camping. But anyways, having said that, we arrived at the other bathrooms. Let me just make sure there's nobody in there, and I'll show you what it's like in there. All right, there is nobody there, but there's a lot of wasp flying around. Right now that I've kind of moved, they kind of flew away, but there were some. And as you can see, it looks pretty much just like the other one with the tile, the paint. We have 3 bathrooms, urinal, and it look all of it clean. It all looks clean. I'm hoping that's not, it can't be to the women, so I'm assuming that this is gonna be the showers. Yeah. So we got nothing but showers over here. We have 1, 2, and 3. So this one's a single one, and I'm telling you guys, I've seen a lot of bathrooms. This is cool. You have a little waiting area right here. Oh, this is like a handicap ordeal. This is cool. I'm telling you, this bathrooms, yes. Let's get out of here. Let me turn you around. You can't get out through there. You have to get out through this other way. And let me turn you around. Man, they did a great job on the bathrooms. I'm telling y'all, I haven't seen better bathrooms in any state park here. The women's can't go in there though. But I mean, y'all just saw the men. The women's, dang it, spiderwebs. That's what I get for walking through here. You'll just saw the men's, so I'm assuming the women's it's also gonna be nice and clean. All right, so we're missing the boat launch. All right, y'all, as you can see, we made it to the boat launch, but before I show you this, we have another bathroom. I already checked, made sure there was nobody inside. We have the men's bathroom. If we open it up, again, same tile, same everything, 2 toilets, everything looks exactly the same. And yeah, see, clean, same as the other ones. And then here we have the boat launch. Now, this is definitely one of the most what's the word? Together, like not a lot of room. I can't think of the word. I don't know why. See how it comes into like just a little thing, and then yes, it does up and up right here, but it's just one single one, where normally the normal thing is like a long parking throughout the whole way, right? Sometimes yes, there is one, sometimes 2, 3, 4, depending on how big the lake is, but in this case, that's just what it is. It looks like they do have some loaner swimming vests, which is kind of cool. I haven't seen this in another state park, so I appreciate those little details right there. And then obviously we have our boat launch right over here. Now I'll be honest, I don't have a boat and I don't have any friends with boats, so I don't necessarily know exactly what you boat people need to see in this video about the boats. So if y'all need to see something specific, write it down on the comments, and next state park I'll make sure to cover that. But this is what this looks like since there's nobody coming. It's been a while since I've been on a boat pier. It makes me feel, ooh, nice and wobbly. Makes me feel like I'm rich and own a boat. Let me turn you around. That's a good scene. I'm just missing my pirate ship. I have my Luffy hat already. I'm just missing my pirate ship to go out to sea. I could just stay here forever, and it smells like water, you know, like river, like lake. Not like dirty lake, it just smells like lake. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, this is it. This is what life is about. All right, so I won't show you all of them, but since this was in the way, I figure I'll show it to you. But this is kind of what it looks like. There's a lot of primitive campsites. We come up to Oak Point right here. That's where we're at. We just saw the boat launch swimming area, was literally right there. So here's the bathroom. We'll go over it quickly. That's because, yeah, especially today, I would not be primitive camping whatsoever. So these are the bathrooms. They look the same. One thing I did notice in this one, let me put you up. So there's definitely more bugs here, which doesn't really make me want to go in there. We'll go quickly. That's what that looks like. Okay, so this one definitely looks different. I don't like how the toilet looks, but that's just what it looks like. Please do not put trash in toilets. It is extremely difficult to remove. So very, very primitive bathrooms, but they're here. And as you saw, it's not very tall, not a lot of ventilation. So I'm sure during the summer that becomes quite a hot box. All right, so really quickly, just because we're here and I don't know, I still have energy. We're just gonna do, so the campsites go pa 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 pa. We're just gonna do this little quick loop, come back out this way, but we won't see all of them. So on this one, I'm gonna put you up, and then we'll do a time lapse, because this is gonna be quick. I don't really recommend primitive camping too much unless the weather, all of that hits just right. All right, so let me put you up. I thought it was gonna be longer. So some things I just want to point out is the path itself coming down here is not fully clear, as you can see, especially right here towards the end. It hasn't been mowed down, so if you're bringing stuff or whatever, it's not totally clear. Now it's not like that obstructed, but it's not totally clear. All right, so I don't know, so I'm assuming that these are the paths that are for camping. And look, that's how close we were. That's where the kayak is. And look, see, you camp right here, and if you're even gonna rent a kayak, boom, it's literally right there. Camp right here, and look, the water is right here, and look at the easy access to get into the water. Now, me myself, I don't necessarily swim, but I mean, people that do come with their kids and things like that, look, you can just be chilling over there and your kids are right here, no big deal. So that's kind of cool. Now maybe not though, because as you can see, there's no shade, no shade and no tables. So I'm wondering if they are true campsites or not. On the map it says they are, but there's no tables like this one, see? Or maybe you want to choose this one. You come chill right here while your kids or you or whatever are playing right there in the water. You have a grilling thing. Now, they didn't tell me anything about a fire ban in this park, so I'm gonna assume that there is no more fire ban. Also because, and look, it's reserved. See, people do come because whenever there's a fire ban, they even put little red flags on the bonfires, that way you know that you can use it, right? See, this one right here though, no shade. No shade whatsoever. Now, if you bring a couple canopies like I do, you should be fine. I think that's an eagle. I'm pretty sure that was an eagle. It didn't look like a vulture. You should be fine. And then boom, here you go. And look, even with some sand, and this sand is more it's definitely more clean than the other sand. You see that? Yes, there is still rocks, but this is that soft sand. There is no rock shredded into the sand. All right, so yeah, you just come, put your chair right here, and what problems, yo? Don't worry, rent always gives you 5 extra days. You're hungry, there's always my chicken. I'm telling you, all you need is just a good breather. That's all. Alright, so I think that kind of made the point that I was trying to make with this campsite. So from now, I'm gonna put you up and we'll go on a time lapse. That way we can make this quick. I did see this on the map, but I couldn't find it. It's a little off to the side. It's just this sign right here, and I saw it thankfully. So I do want to check out this kids fish pond and the amphitheater. So they do have a little bridge right here. You can get to it from the primitive campsites just walking that way. Let's take a look at the signs real quick. Here's the kids fish pond. Now there is no shade on this side, but there is some over there. So these are the fish that are here. For the most part, they're kind of the same on the state parks. I like bridges. I'll make sure we put you guys first, so in case there's any spider webs. But so far, yeah, I haven't really, just that one big one that got me in the face, but That's about it. We have the amphitheater right here. I'll be honest with y'all. Looks pretty basic. But I will tell you what though, looks kind of new. The wood, the paint, everything looks kind of new. It doesn't look run down whatsoever. I don't know how well you can tell in the video, but the wood and the paint look fairly new. And we do have some shade over here. A water faucet. That is one thing, good thing I have been seeing. I haven't videoed all of them, but I have been seeing there's water faucets all over the place. And you can come while your kids come fish in this kids fish pond. You can just make your way over to this lake and then you can fish over here on this side.
And this is the end. So let's ride this trail and talk about it. For starters, this is my first time ever riding an unpaved bike trail like this. The ones I've done when I was younger was, yeah, unpaved, but it was way more open. As y'all can see here, how narrow this path is. So yes, it was a bit difficult for me, as y'all are seeing. Second, it's been a while since I rode a bike, and even more so, an electric bike. The way this works is it has pedal assist, so it kind of goes by itself. So sometimes it was accelerating when I was not trying to, but that's obviously on me for not practicing beforehand. And lastly, thinking back on it, I should have taken a longer break in between because my body was so ready to start cramping up not too long into the ride. But the good thing about Texas state parks, most of them also have a paved trail, so I switched over to that one and it was much better. So in conclusion, I absolutely love this experience. It made me feel more in nature and, I don't know, more extreme sports, if you will. but keep in mind all I just mentioned above. So it was definitely more of a feel than actual extreme sports. But I do need to prepare myself better for the next one. So give me a couple of months while I practice, and I will be back in a different state park to try another bike trail. So in this case, I do not have any paddleboard video, or will end with the sunset, because I actually ended up feeling extremely bad right after this. I believe maybe some type of heat exhaustion. I'm not sure. So we will end it here, but make sure to tune in Sunday for a Six Flags Fright Fest update.